We went from having Preparation of Rights hit to 1 back in Necrosh format to having it brought back to 2 in early September, and now with our February 2018 list having Preparation of Rights off the list. I wonder what deck, aside from the overhyped Vandreads, can abuse that. Hello everybody, R5 Morotech back here. Yeah, Herald of Perfection can abuse the fact that Preparation of Rights is now back at 3. This card is absolutely insane. It's a really good blowout card. It'll give your opponent solemn warnings or judgments, your Dawn of the Herald. You can just use this card and you're just going to be able to keep going. Because this card will allow you to get the Ritual back to your hand. It's going to let you get a Ritual Fairy Search at the same time. This is generally the way you'll work around Solemn Judgment or Warning the deck. If it's Deep Barrier, you'll just have to wait a little bit, but again, it's fine because this is Herald of Perfection anyways. So generally, you're going to be okay anyways. So starting with the main monster, 3 Herald of Perfection, this needs no explanation. 3 Benten, 3 Gildagra. If you're not playing Gildagra and Herald in the modern days, unless if you're doing another one of Herald's variants, like Weather Painter Herald, then you really don't know what you're doing. Because this card is just so freaking good when it comes to just dumping Herald from extra to the graveyard. And then you play your 3 Staff and your 3 Throne. It's really good for being able to go off with your Degenerate +3 combos. If you happen to draw into another Scepter, it's going to be a +4 or a +5, depending on the situation. You play your triple Manjus. It's half of what Gildagra offers, but still, it's a light, a fairy. And if you choose to run Ties of the Brethren in your build, although I personally don't recommend it in this format since Light Barrier Statue is trash due to ABC and Trickstars being so prevalent at the moment, this card becomes even more prevalent of a card to draw and summon due to the fact that it's a good ties target. But once Trickstars and ABCs get hit, as they inevitably will, as I know Trickstars inevitably will be getting hit on the next list because Reincarnation's a fucking overpowered busted card, generally I say ties will become a thing again. But I'm liking the way it's running right now, so let's just keep it going. Don't want to waste any time. I just want to get straight to the good stuff. We have the double Honest. Honest is just a great card in general for being able to just go with Herald and just smash over those bigger monsters that are way bigger than yours. You could put Herald in attack mode and have Honest in your hand. You could just bop over Blue Eyes monsters that will try to summon themselves. And just attack over your Herald. And your 1 Christia, which basically is the final nail in the coffin as a stun in this deck. If you get Herald plus Christia plus Denko Sekka on the field, then it's basically game. Because they have no counter traps, okay? No counter traps, no card effects whatsoever, and no special summons. And make sure you have double Honest in your hand at all times, plus a few other fairies. It's game. There's nothing they can do. They can just do nothing but scoop in that scenario. Worst case scenarios, you're going to see the deck's test hands in the next video I'm doing. That the worst hands that you can possibly get in this deck usually result in double Herald. Triple Ritual Sanctuary. Your double Terraforming. I don't like running 3 Terraforming because it's a card you don't need to see that bad. It's not like this is Diagram. It's not that powerful. These two you want to see all the time. So you always will be able to get Herald out there. After you use your Ritual... And then for the last Ritual card, before we get to the rest of the deck, the Dawn of the Herald, that's the last ritual-oriented spell card we have in here. Then we have the Triple Desires, because Desires is just so good for being able to +1 this deck. It's the best way you could possibly get to gain more fairies in your hand, and it's the truth. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, where's Eva? And I took Eva out in order to make space for Monster Reborn Soul Charge. And it's 1 less card in the decks. And Eva was kind of bricking for me with Desires. Me personally, it was I was opening up with the Petite Angel and the Herald of Orange Light too much. While it's fine, it would be okay and you would be able to make plays with those cards, I feel that plays with Monster Reborn and Soul Charge are going to be much, much better in the deck now overall. So, how many cards is this? I don't remember how many cards were in the deck. Hold on. Let me count this and I'll be right back. So, 41 cards in the main. So yeah, the EVA version of the deck had, the EVA Stun variant had 42 cards, so now you get to play a card less, increasing your consistency chances. Double Herald of Arclight, one proxy. I don't have to decode on me this time because I sold my only decode talker. I mean, decode is not that relevant in the deck anyways. You hardly ever made it, so it doesn't matter. Just have the one random Omega. I have to take this out because I was using it with Herald of the Arclight in order to make the Omega and Herald of Perfection. I mean, I'll just leave it in there just to fill up space. But yeah, generally you can take it out for another Link monster you have. When I put Eva back in, I'll be able to make Omega. And in a sense, think about it this way. Having Omega in the deck is basically prepping it up for when I get the Gammas. Because when the Gammas get reprinted, I'll be able to do an updated budget profile of this in late March. I'll probably update it like 2 more times before the Gammas get reprinted. The Gamma reprint comes out in the TCG. So when the Gamma reprints come out, then we'll be able to see a lot of use of this card. You'll have a reason to have it in your extra deck. The 2 Natis, so you can send to the graveyard with Gildagro to pop anti-spell away. And then the rest of it is just rank 4s. These 2 are the only ones that even are relevant in here. I mean, you have the Lightning package, but it's nothing too special. Yeah. I mean, it's all self-explanatory stuff. The main thing you're using is Herald of the Arclight, other than Tina Test, Proxy, and Ouroboros and Deltros, and that's really it from my perspective. Now, the side deck is generally up to personal preference, but I personally have been enjoying triple Denko Sekka on the side. Drawing her out against Counter Fairy is an auto win. I'm going to try to showcase some guys of this deck against Counter Fairy for you guys, and Denko Sekka is the ultimate blowout card that just ends Counter Fairy automatically flat out on the spot without them even being able to do anything. Double Zaphion. Again, for Paleo, Draco, all those annoying matchups you don't want to deal with. You just summon this, just bounce all the shit back in the deck, and you call it a day. Your Double Gamacio is for being able to get over annoying boss monsters. Towers is back, so people are going to be trying to experiment with that. You don't want that becoming a problem for you. So in case if you can't make the Utopia the Lightning to get over that crappy card anyways, just kaiju their ass in and call it a day. It's as simple as that. I played triple draw and lock for when I'm going second against Trick Stars and things like that to prevent them from granting themselves too much advantage. I played board clearance for Geki Dark Hole and triple Twin Twisters to clear out a bunch of annoying back row because this deck generally loses the back row. So that's going to be it for the profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the thumbs up button and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and peace.